Hello, hello. Hey, Chew. Hey, Jay Smokes. Hey, Nine Dimes. Hey, Hidden. How is everybody? I'm sure you can probably tell by the sound of my voice I'm still not over this cold yet. Getting there, but not quite there yet. Alright, we're going to give it a couple more minutes. Then we'll get the beginning stuff out the way and get going. Hey, honey. Yeah, I've still got the cough. Other than that, I'm good. It's just the cough is lingering. Still got the chest crud. She's hanging in there. She's still sick too, but she's back to work. Hey, Westside. Alright, for anybody new, payments made via PayPal. Use Cheapskate Coins at gmail.com and use goods and services only, please. We also have Cash App using the same email. Cheapskate Coins at gmail.com. If you use Cash App, it will say Louis Kachera. That's me. You are in the right place. Shipping is $6 to $23. $6 being little purple bubble mailers, $23 being a large flat rate box. If you want your package sent registered, there is an additional $35 charge on top of that. Sending a package registered is the only way you can ensure coins all the way through the mail. If you're new, you can't get stuff tonight. You just have to send us an email by the end of the night. The email has to have your personal info, shipping info, your channel name, which payment method you're going to use, and what email you use for that payment method for invoicing purposes. If we don't get that email by the end of the night, you will not get anything, and we never ship without payment. Here is our Facebook link. If you're on Facebook, go give us a follow. Tonight's lot list is on there. It is the top post. We also have a mailing list. If you want to be on the mailing list, send us an email, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com, and say, add me to the mailing list. If you're on the mailing list, you will get the lot list a few days before every sale, and as soon as you get the lot list, you will have the ability to pre-purchase items from that list. Just keep in mind it is first come, first serve, just like our sales, so if you want something, don't wait, jump on it. And pre-purchases do have to be paid for by the evening before the sale, unless you make prior arrangements with us first. We do put the lot list on our Facebook page every day we have a sale, and any items that were pre-purchased throughout the week have been removed, so what's on that list is what is available. All right, want to let everybody know, since we split up the sales last week because I was sick, we did not do any shipping last week. All the packages that are tagged for going out will be going out this week. So just to give everybody an update on that situation. And then coming up next month, I'm going to be starting the streams going through the penny box that I picked up. That got kind of delayed because I got sick. So that'll be starting next week. We'll be cracking into that box. Still brand new, sealed. Hopefully we'll get some good stuff. Also coming in February is the return of Cheapskate Coin Talk. I don't know if it'll have a set night or if it'll just be when I get to it. We'll figure it out as we go, but that is making a comeback in February. So keep an eye out. Is anybody finding 2024s yet? Haven't come across any yet. Not yet. I imagine at least the pennies and nickels will start popping up soon. You haven't found the 2023s yet? I mean, it's going to be directly reflective to how much change do you get, you know? If you never use cash and you don't get pocket change, the only way you're going to get them is either go to the bank and get some rolls or find somebody who already has them. Yeah, but if you don't want to have to do that, go to the bank and get some rolls. Get enough rolls, you'll eventually get them. I don't have all the 2023s yet, so don't feel bad. I have the majority of the Denver. I have none of the Philadelphia. It takes probably around, if I had to wager a guess, I would say probably somewhere around 2025. Philadelphia's will start popping up in bank rolls for 2023. That's how long it takes Philadelphia coins to get here. Other than that, the only way I'm getting it is somebody that lives over on the East Coast wants to do a trade with me for Denver's. The air. Yeah, Bo's supposed to be sending me some of those soon. You did hear about it? Yeah, there's an error on the Lincoln Cents. Or there's an extra V stamped into it. I don't remember where. If anybody knows the details, let Honey know. I just remember there's an extra V stamped into it somewhere. And people have been finding them and hoarding them. Yeah, there you go. VDBV. Yeah, the usual spot where you would find Victor David Brenner's initials. Is it on the Philadelphia or the Denver? Or has it been found on both? The Phillies? That would be why I haven't found any. There's no Philly pennies here yet. But all right, let's get this thing going. We're going to be kicking off, as always, with World Banknotes. $2023 S. Kennedys. Clad or silver? Both. I can see if I can get some. All right, banknotes. First one we got tonight, we have two available. These are 1973 $1 notes from Canada. Going for $4 each. First person to bin will get the far prettier one. And one going to Doug. Doug gets the prettier one. Congrats, Doug. Anybody on the other? moving on. Next up, from Hong Kong, a 1971 to 81 1-cent fractional note. It is uncirculated for $3. It's actually an AU. It's supposed to say AU, not BU. Let me fix that. Typo. AU for $3. There we go. Ugh. That's why I shouldn't label stuff when I'm sick. Fixing the label real quick. There we go. AU. Nothing on the back. Queen Lizzie on the front. Anybody? All right, moving on. Next up is a 1985 $10 Hong Kong. Going for $2. Nice one for anybody who likes the stuff with boats on it. All right, moving on. And we've also got a 1986 $10. All right, moving on. To the 1942 2 francs. It's one of those World War II military notes. One for $3. Anybody? Sorry, 44. Let me fix that real quick. 1944. moving on. Hey, mean one. Next up, 1981, 25 dinars from Iraq, uncirculated. Going for $5. If anybody buys this on your invoice, it's just going to say banknote. It will not say Iraq on it, because it will get flagged. Hey, Kelly. Going to Kelly Ray. Congrats, Kelly. All right, that was the 81. Next up, 1982. 25 dinar Iraq uncirculated note, $5. Oops, I showed those backwards. All right, that's the 81. That's the one Kelly Ray just bought. That's the 82. There we go. Anybody on the 82? Going from both ears. All right, moving on. Next one up, we have two available. These are 1995, 250 dinars. Uncirculated banknotes from Iraq. We all know who that is. Anybody? Going to honey. All right. Honey bit in both. That one actually is not a BU. So you're going to actually get this one for $3. That was not supposed to say uncirculated on it. Hey, Richard. How you doing tonight? Take that off. That's $3, not 5. All right. All fixed. Alright, if anybody decides you want any of those banknotes that did not sell, let me know. We are now on to American banknotes. All right, first one up, we have two available. One is a good, one is a VG. That would have been Jay. Jay bought all the medallions. This is 1863 $1 Confederate notes. The good is 25 bucks. The VG is 35. That's the $25 one. First Confederate notes didn't have anything on the back. Here is the $35 one. Anybody? There is, but they're different. Wow, nobody wants the Confederate notes. That is surprising. Normally these things don't even make it to the stream. They usually go on pre-sale. Alright, moving on. That is very surprising. All right, next up, this is from 1853. $5 Commercial Bank of Columbia, South Carolina banknote in very good. Nothing on the back. Anybody? Wow, nobody. All right, moving on. Oh, Honey came in right at the end for that one. Congrats, Honey. Oh, yeah, I didn't catch it the first time. Got it the second time, though. That's my bad. All right, next up is 1851 $50. Hey, Bo. It's from Mechanics Bank of Augusta. $50 banknote. Then a good for 35 bucks. Anybody? Pretty sure that's the oldest banknote for at least the U.S. banknote that I've ever had to offer. Yes, Augusta, Georgia. Going to Bo. Kratzer. Bo, both the Confederate banknotes are still available if you're interested. Nobody bought them. Is there writing on the back? It is. Do some research, you can probably figure out who that is. All right, next up, we had 2 of these available. One of them went in pre-sale. So we are down to 1. $19.23 horse blanket silver certificate uncirculated. Going for $110. Confirmed that these are uncirculated. Rick Snow confirmed it. Yeah, it's not often you see these things looking like this. When I grab these, Rick Snow checked both of them with a loop to make sure. And he confirmed they are uncirculated. Anybody? For anybody who's never seen a horse blanket note and wants to know why they're called a horse blanket note, here is a regular sized dollar note. That's how much bigger the horse blankets were. All right, last call on this one. All right, moving on. Got a couple more awesome ones for you guys. Next up, 1928. Uncirculated $1 silver certificate. These are referred to as the funny backs. I did not see your bin. I saw your bin for the 1851. Did you bin for the 23? Oh, all right. 23 is going to Bo. Yeah, if I don't see it, Bo, just make sure to say something again. As you just did. Oh, and that's why they called it a funny back. because it had that reverse on it. All right, moving on. All right, and the last one. $1934 uncirculated funny back. And it's also going to be my first deal of the day. If anybody wants both funny backs, I'll do it for $100 even. That drops them to $50 each if you get them both. So again, that's a 1928 and a 1934. And Adam Jam is taking that deal. Grat, sir. All right. If anybody decides you want the 2 Confederate notes, let me know. It's the $1 Confederates. They are still available. All right. Of course, all the medallions went in pre-sale. So we are on to coinage. All right, this is the last bunch of these that I've got. You guys have been buying them up. There are 5 more of these available. This is all I've got left in stock. These are the 1919 20 cash from Hunan, China. VFs, $10 each. Anybody? If anybody wants all 5, I'll do all 5 for $40. Makes them $8 each. It's like buy 4, get 1 free. We are moving on. All right, next up, I have 2 of these available. These are from the Royal Australian Mint. These are wildlife 5-coin sets in a little red booklet. Kangaroo, platypus, lyrebird, echidna, frilled lizard, and the leather-tail glider. These are $4 each. One going to Kelly. Any takers on number 2? Number 2 going to Doug. Congrats, sir. All right, then I got one more little set. This is the first coins of the Russian Republic 5 BU coin set. Going for $6. They're all from 1991. So you got the 10 ruble. And going to Kelly. Congrats, Kelly. And again, this will just say 5-coin set on your invoice. It will not say Russia because it will get flagged. All right. Bring this down a bit. Time for World Silver. World Silver is kicking off with Britain. If anybody was hoping, the 1870 florin did go in pre-sale. So that is no longer available. No, they usually allow it. It's just PayPal will flag it, and it can take it up to 2 weeks to clear. And they'll ask me a bunch of questions about, you know, what is it for? Why are you selling it? Blah, 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 blah. It's just a pain in the butt because we have them embargoed right now. Same thing happens with any of them, like Iran, Syria, Cuba. Have I been there? No. I have never been there. I have no desire to go there. All right, so we are kicking off with 1918 shilling. This one's in a VF. Going for $6. Apparently, from what I understand, Siberia wants to break off and become their own country because they're getting tired of Russia's crap. That's like 3/4 of the country is Siberia. Anybody? 925 sterling silver. We bought Alaska. And now apparently Putin's trying to say that sale was illegal and we have to give it back. I'm going to go out on a limb and say we're not going to. All right, moving on. To the 28 shilling. 50% silver, fine, $4. Yeah, that dude's growing more and more delusional as time goes on. It's like, what was he expecting? You know, was he expecting America to just be like, oh, okay, sorry, here you go? All right, moving on to the 1932 shilling and fine. This one's going for $6. All right, moving on. Last of the shillings, 1939. VF for 4. Kind of almost like a camouflage toning on it. If anybody wants all 4, I'll do all 4 for 16. Saves you $4. Which puts that one pretty close to melt. Or the... Where is it? That one. No. That one. There we go. The 925 sterling one. That drops that one down to pretty much close to melt. All right, moving on. I need to get more people in here that are fans of British silver. There's a couple of countries that I tend to not get a whole lot of anymore, and that's Canada and Britain, because nobody seems to want it. Even though they're still silver, they're still perfectly good coins. And I can get a ton of it. But if people don't want it, there's no sense in getting it. Next up, 1922 Florin. 50% silver in VG, $6. But world silver has been getting harder and harder to come across. Moving on to the 1923 Florin VG for $6. I remember back when I first started doing this, like pretty much all the suppliers I went through just had buckets and buckets of world silver. And then when COVID happened and the silver shot up to $40 an ounce, it's estimated right now that 80% of all of the world silver that was out there all got melted down. All right, moving on to the 1929 in VF, going for $8. And I can believe that because one of the guys that back then was one of my main world silver suppliers, he melted down like 50 pounds. And I'm talking like, you know, really good stuff. Back during that time, I salvaged a lot of it. I went through and picked through a bunch of it, and I got like 30 ounces from him to salvage some of the best stuff. Like I picked out all the Panamas and, you know, all the really good ones that I could find. But he still had just rolls and rolls and rolls of like Canadian death dollars and just all kinds of stuff that he took and melted down. Just because everybody wanted that big payout for the silver. If I would have had enough money, I would have bought all of it from him and salvaged it all. But that would have been like thousands of dollars. All right, moving on to the 39 Florin, extremely fine for $9. Got like a weird toning line on it. Don't everybody talk at once. Just gets to the point sometimes. I feel like I'm talking to myself. Interact. Be lively. All right, moving on to the 1941. This one's in a VF for 7. Maybe. Or it could have been something from an album, or it could have been like a... Could have been a lot of things, honestly. All right, moving on to the 1942 EF for 8. Can't really see it on the camera. This has actually got a decent bit of luster left on it. Just wasn't quite enough left for me to call it a low AU, so... But it's definitely a high EF. Moving on to the 1944 EF for $10. This one's also got a decent bit of the luster. I know that looks weird on the camera. That's actually toning. It's like a coppery color. Which in person actually looks kind of cool. All right, moving on, and the last one, the 45 VF for 6. Man, no love for Britain tonight, I see. All right. Moving on. Next up, we got one coin from Switzerland. It is the 1939 5 francs. 83.5% silver VF, $15. Anybody? Yeah, Switzerland and France have been two countries that are a lot harder lately to get a hold of anything from them. All right, moving on. Next up, we got 5 of these available tonight. I think these might be the last 5 we actually have in stock. These are the 1935 quarter rials from Saudi Arabia. 91.7% silver, extremely fine. 900,000 of these were made. They're going for $5 each. Anybody? All right, moving on. There's no love for the world silver tonight, huh? All right, our 1 Panama coin went in pre-sale. And the 1764 1 Real Mexico went in pre-sale. As did the 7,800 peso from Mexico. But we are on to Mexico now, starting off with... We got 2 of these available. 1953, 25 centavos. They're both AUs. 30% silver, $3. All right, move it on. Don't forget, tonight's the last chance to get a sellout to go towards the giveaway. Not looking like we're going to be getting there, though. Those are 30% silver. All right, next up, we've got 4 of these available. These are the 1968 25 pesos BU proof likes. I know you guys love these things when they're nice and frosty. 72% silver. Check that out. There's a Frosty Eagle. $25 each. Another Frosty Eagle. things are gorgeous. Anybody? Stay frosty. Mean one, Brennan. That one. Congrats, mean one. Get your snowman on. Stay frosty. Icy hot. If anybody caught that reference, I love that movie. The movie was awesome. Anybody for the last three? Oh, it was the line from R.I.P.D. Stay cool. Get your snowman on. Stay frosty. Icy hot. All right, moving on. All right, Netherlands East Indies went in pre-sale, so we are on to Australia. And first one, we got two available. It's our 1943 S shillings. 925 sterling silver. They're both AUs at $7 each. Little estimate marks down there for the San Francisco Mint. This one's got like a coppery patina on it. Looks really cool. Oh, by the way, sorry for still being stuck at 720p. We've got one more month before we get our internet upgraded, and I'm still working on saving up for replacing this computer. This one's going to West Side. Congrats, sir. Anybody on the other? It's been better tonight. That's good. All right, moving on. Next up, you don't see these all that often from Australia anymore these days. 1931 Florin. 925 sterling and a VF, $15. All right, moving on. And we got, excuse me, we got two from the 50% years. We got the 46 in VF. And the 47 in fine. If anybody wants both the 50%ers, I'll do both for 8. It makes them $4 each. All right, moving on. Oh, Doug just came in late for that deal. Congrats, Doug. All right. Next up, we got one coin from Guatemala. I rarely ever get coins from there anymore. 1965 centavos. 72% silver and good for $3. Going to Doug. Congrats, sir. All right. Next up, Canada. All right, the one of the 1950s, the 52, and the for the dimes went in pre-sale. So we do have one dime left, and it is the other 1950. 80% silver VF for $3. All right, moving on. All right, and then, hey, Monkey King. All right, the 1940 50 cent went in pre-sale, so we are kicking off 50 centers with the 42. $80 silver, extremely fine, $12. I got to keep this one at 12, Doug. 12's the lowest I can go on it. I will lose money at 10. 10's what or almost what I paid. Sorry, man. Going to Doug for 12. Next up, this one's a good one. If any of you don't have this one, I highly recommend picking it up. This is the 1950 No Lines in Zero. 50% or 50-cent piece. 80% silver, EF, $40. So no line in zero. When you look at the 50 down here, there's little ripple lines. If they go into the zero, that is the lines in zero version of this coin. This one does not have them. So it is the no lines. Ringmaster Ray, make sure you send me an email by the end of the night. Cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. Email has to have your personal info, shipping info, your channel name, which payment method you're going to use, PayPal or Cash App, and what email you use for that payment method, or you will not get your coin. I trust you guys, but I still need his infos or I can't charge him or ship to him. All right, I need to make you a card real quick. And welcome to the channel, by the way. Since I didn't actually say that. All right, next up. $19.59, 50 cents. AU toned, $14. I know it looks weird on camera. This coin looks way better in person. 50 cent. Ringmaster loves Mexico. Well, all those proof like 25 pesos are still available. All right, moving on. Last one of Canada, 1962, 50 center. AU, $14. God, glare. Glare. Very shiny. All right, moving on. Next up, from Sweden. $1962, 1 krona. 40% silver EF. NGC list on this is $24.50. I'm doing it for 12. Anybody? All right, moving on. And we got the 48 1 kroner. NGC list on this one is 27. I'm still doing it at 12. 40% silver EF. If anybody wants both, I will do both at 16. That drops them to $8 each. Saves you $8. And Doug's taking that deal. Grat, sir. And it's also a very underappreciated country because I think a lot of people think that it's... because maybe the designs aren't the most, fantastic designs out there. And they're only 40% silver. They assume that, oh, they're not worth anything. Which is not the case. There's some Sweden coins out there. Quite a few of them, actually, that are quite valuable. One more from Sweden. 1954, 25 ore. 40% silver EF, $2. See, that's what you call a minimal risk coin. It's 40% silver. It's only $2. If you want to break into giving a new country a shot, go with a $2 silver coin. Swedish chef. A lot of people also forget that the Swedish were originally Vikings. In fact, before the big Viking age, the Swedes were actually the most advanced of all of the Vikings. They had the best farming techniques, the best tools, the best weapons. Going to Doug. And almost all of the biggest names you hear of the Viking heroes are all Swedish Vikings. All right, last world silver coin for the night. $19.60, 2.5 gulden, Netherlands. 72% silver EF for $10. All right, moving on. On to American coinage. All right, we are kicking off American coinage tonight with graded dimes. All right, I'm going to link everything from this first batch real quick. So these are all Proof 69 decams. Here's 1973. '74. '75. Thank you, sir. I will keep an eye out for that. '76. Hey, Greg. I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? '77. And '78. These are all 12 bucks a piece. Less than the cost of getting it shipped. Or getting it graded. Different shift and moving. Fun, fun. I'm doing all right, just getting over a cold. Angela's been working 6 days a week as of late. All right, and I just realized I missed this one when I linked it. There's also the 79 Type 1. All right, if anybody wants all of these, that's all 7 I'll do them for 70 bucks as a package deal. That drops them to 10 bucks each. Otherwise, they're 12 bucks individually. Anybody? Richard is taking the deal. Grat, sir. Come on, computer. All right. Got them all marked. All right, and the next batch of 10 these are from 2000 to 2009 silver proofs, all graded by PCGS Proof 69 Deep Cam. There we go. There's all 10 of them. And then for these, for a bundle deal, all 10 for 160 bucks. That knocks 20 bucks off. Makes them all 16 bucks each. All 90% silver proofs. And again, at all less than what it even costs to get them graded. Anybody? 18 bucks a piece or 160 for all 10. Wow, nobody wants graded silver dimes? Oh, Richard's coming in to take that deal. It's like, well, if nobody else wants it, I'm not going to miss out. Congrats, sir. All right, these next bunch of lots, a lot of people don't even know these things exist. It started back in 2012 when they were doing the America the Beautiful Quarter series. They started doing NIFCs at the San Francisco Mint. And the only way you could get them was you had to buy them from the San Francisco Mint. They're not proofs, they're BUs, they're Gem BUs. And all of these had less than 1 million minted. So kicking off here is the 2012s. You're getting the full set for 20 bucks. Here's El Yunky. Choco Culture. Hawaii Volcanoes. Denali. And there's Acadia. These things list for about 20 bucks per coin, by the way. You're getting the entire set for 20 bucks. 2012 S. Gem BUs. Full set. 5 coins, 20 bucks. Going to Adam. Congrats, sir. Right, and we've also got, I'm going to go ahead and link these, then I'll start going through them. We got the 13s. The 14s. The 15s. The 16s. Seventeens. 18s. 19. And the 20s. We did have the 2021 Tuskegee Airman, but it went in pre-sale. So 2013s. Mount Rushmore. Perry's Victory. Great Basin. Fort McHenry. And White Mountain. Again, $20 for the set. (2014s) Everglades. Great Smoky Mountain. Shenandoah. Arches. And Great Sand Dunes. (2015s) Kisatchie. Homestead. Blue Ridge Parkway. Saratoga. And Bombay Hook. Again, just a reminder, these all pretty much all these lists for between 15 and 20 bucks each. 2016's Harper Ferry, you're getting the whole set for 20 bucks. Theodore Roosevelt, Fort Moultrie, Cumberland Gap, and Shawnee. (2017s) Frederick Douglass, Ozark Riverways, Effigy Mounds, Ellis Island, and George Rogers Clark. (2018s) Hey, Cindy. Apostle Island. Picture Rocks. Cumberland Island. Voyagers. And Block Island. (2019s) Lowell, San Antonio Missions, Doug is bidding the 2020s. Gratzer, River of No Return, American Memorial Park, and War in the Pacific. And Doug is getting the 2020s. Anybody on the rush? That still leaves 16, 17, 18, 19, 15, 14, and 13. All Jim BU San Francisco Mint. NIFCs, less than 1 million of each made. Each individual coin lists for about 15 to 20 bucks each. I honestly shouldn't do this, but I'm going to be nice. If anybody wants all 8 remaining sets as a bundle, I really shouldn't do this, but what the heck. 144 bucks. That drops every year down to 18 bucks each, which saves you $16 off the top. That is a killer deal for these guys. That is less than $3. Sorry, 7 cents. Let me redo the math on that. 126. There we go. I can math, really I can. Nobody. Wow. All right. Moving on. All right, next up, I have 5 of these listed on the list. I can actually do up to 39 sets total. These are also the San Francisco releases. The NIFCs, also under 1 million of each made. '22 women's quarters. Jim BU San Francisco's. Sally Ride. Maya Angelou. Wilma Mankiller. Nina Otero Warren. And Anna Mae Wong. $20 for the set. If anybody wants a lot of sets, I will make you a bundle deal. Wow, nobody wants these. All right, moving on. Well, if nobody wants those, then I assume nobody's going to want these either. $20.23 set. Maria Tall Chief. Javita Idar. Eleanor Roosevelt. Edith Kanagole. And Bessie Coleman. San Francisco Mint. Gem BUs. Wow, is there seriously zero interest for these sets? These are NIFCs, guys. You guys realize you will not ever find these in circulation. These are the San Francisco Mint, Richard. These are not the Denvers or the Phillies. Let me see. Give me a sec. Yeah, they haven't even... PCGS Coin Fact hasn't even caught up on these yet. So I'll show you the America the Beautiful versions to give you a baseline. Okay, S-Mint. This is the Shawnee quarter for 2016. Mintage, 1,066,440. At Mint State 67, $65 list. At 66, which is what most of them grade out as, $10. That's the difference maker, is that these are the San Francisco mints. So these are just the the women's quarters version of those San Francisco mints. They just haven't updated these on CoinFact yet. All right, last call on these. And again, if anybody wants a bunch of sets, I will do a deal on them. I'll give you a better price if you get a bunch. Yes, it's the full set. Eleanor Roosevelt, Javita Idar, Maria Tallchief, Bessie Coleman, and Edith Kanak Ole. And for each of the years 2022 and 2023, I can do 39 sets. That's how many I have available that I can do. All right, moving on. National Parks was it was a full complete collection, except for that the 2012 sold, the 2020 sold, and the 1 quarter from the 2021 sold. So now there's only 7 years of it left. Hey, Aaron. You can get the 18 and the 19. Doug already bought the 20s. You have a ton of S in front of you. Are they the BUSs or the proofs? Because there is a difference. All right, the 19 and the 18. There we go. Here's the proofs. Okay, yeah, these are not the proofs. These are the BUs. These are the NIFC BUs. Yeah, those are special strikes made just for collectors. Very low mintage on all of them. And that's why they have the higher value. All right, last 3 lots on the list. $2,004 Kennedy Abdallah Proof 70 decam, 90% silver. Going for 40 bucks. Perfect score. Okay. Obviously, all that you're seeing is on the case, is not on the coin. Since that is a Proof 70 perfect score. All right, moving on. Since I'm bringing back Coin Talk, I might have to do one of the episodes on those quarters to better explain them out. Going to Richard Gretzer. Because I think a lot of people do get confused by those. All right, then we got the 2006 Silver Proof. Proof 70 for 40 bucks. Again, everything you're seeing is on the slab, not the coin. And going to Richard Gratzer. Yeah, each year those are released. The only way you can get them is by buying them in rolls from the mint. And last one on the list, 2008 Proof 70. The label kind of off-center there a little. Going to Richard Gratzer. You mean NIFC? Well, the thing is with the proofs is that there were a ton of them made compared to the NIFCSs, which is what makes them have the higher value. You know, proofs also have a good value because there are more people who collect the proofs than there are people who collect the NIFCs. But for people who want to be able to say they have the entire set, you got to get the NIFC S's as well to have the whole set. All right, recap. All right, we of course have all the quarters that we just went through. If anybody decides you want any of those. World Silver, we've still got the one coin from the Netherlands. Anybody want to see that again? Yeah, all the quarters we went through tonight are the NIFC Gem BU San Francisco Strike quarters. The ones that have very, very low mintage and were only made for collectors. All right, Canada, we've got 1959 and 62 50-cent. And the 1950 10-cent. Anybody care about seeing those again? All right, there's the 62 AU. Which was 14 bucks. That's the 59, the AU toned. How much for all 5 of which? That one was also 14 bucks. And then that's the 50 dime VF, 3 bucks. The proof? We don't have any proofs. None of them are proofs. Did you want to add the 59 West Side? All right. If you decide you want it, just let me know. All right, Australia, we have the 31 florin and the 43S shilling still available. Then, all right, Mexico, we've still got 3 of the 68 25 pesos. All three are BU proof likes. And then we've got both of the 53 25 centavos, 30% silver AUs. The 25 centavos are $3 each. The 25 pesos are $25 each. Anybody on Mexico? All right, all 5 of the quarter Ryle Saudi Arabias, 1935s, are still available. $5 each. Anybody? All right, the 1939 5 franc from Switzerland is still available. $15. All right, all of the Britain is still available except for the 1870. That's all the shillings and all the florins. All right, the 1919 20 cash Hunan Province Chinas are all still available. 5 of them, $10 each. And I did a deal. If anybody wanted all 5, I'd do it for $40, which dropped it to $8 each. For what, Westside? Are you talking about that 50 cent, the Canada one? You got it, Richard. Richard is taking all the Hunans. British. Do you remember if it was the florin or a shilling? You're talking about the one that had the little black toning line on it? That's a florin. Shillings. That was it? The one with the black line? So EF 39 Florin. $9. That one is $9. All right, that one is going to West Side for 9. Gratzer. All right, banknotes. U.S. banknotes. The 2 Confederate notes are still available. One's in good, one's a VG. The good is $25, the VG is $35. Both are 1863 $1 notes. That's the $35 one. That's the $25 one. If anybody wants both, I'll do both for 50. That saves you $10. That's a dang good price for Confederate notes. All right. And then from the World Banknotes, we had the 1 Canada dollar, all 3 Hong Kongs, and 1 of the Iraq 25 dinars. So last call on everything. Still amazed nobody wanted those Confederate notes. That is super shocking to me. All right. Well, that's it, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Everybody, thanks for coming out. As always, give me a bit to get the invoices ready and sent out. Ringmaster, if you're still there, let me know if you want your package shipped or not. or if you want it held so you can add some more to it. Yes, sir. All right. Everybody have a great night. Just a reminder, coming in February, the return of Cheapskate Coin Talk. That is coming next month. And I will also be starting doing the streams going through the penny box. So keep an eye out. Are you getting close to full? I don't know. Let me look. I will tell you in a moment. You're at about 70% full, Doug. 70% full.